Nakakapayaman ba ang pag-i-invest sa properties? Ayan ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon, and I will share with you some secrets na I don't know kung narinig nyo na sa iba, but probably not. Wow! Pero yan ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon, kaya don't blink. Makinig na mabuti at mag-like, share, and subscribe. At kung hindi pa kayo nakakabili ng Money Diary, syempre bili na. Pero kung walang balak, okay lang din. Manood pa rin. Chujikira Hair Salon Manila is where we go for great hair. Lalo na kung nagpapahaba ka ng buhok dahil ang galing talaga ng service nila for stressed hair and stressed people. Doon kayo pumunta. Alright, let's move on to our topic for today. Paborito ng bayan to kasi yung mga Pilipino talaga, some people nga say they don't invest pero yung pala may investment in properties. Bakit siya paborito ng bayan? Kasi yun yung kilala natin, yun yung alam natin. Kahit yung mga nasa probinsya, di ba? Pagka meron ka ng sariling bahay or meron kang bahay na paupahan, yun talaga yung alam ng mga tao. Will you make money from real estate? Only if you do it the right way. Okay, so para pag-usapan natin kung ano yung right way, kailangan naiintindihan mo exactly kung anong property ang gusto mo. Yung iba, alam mo, farm, okay yun. Real estate investing din yun, farm, pwedeng lupa na pang commercial building or commercial building and lupa, pwede ring condominium, pwede ring bahay sa mga townships or standalone na bahay, townhouse, napakarami ng iba-ibang kind of properties. And in the last 10 years, sabi ko nga dito sa Money Diary, in the last 5 to 10 years, yung options dumami na talaga to fit all sorts of budgets and all sorts of needs. Katulad ngayon, meron ng mga service apartments. So yung mga OFW na once a year umuuwi, di na sila mag-hotel, dun sila titira. Pag umalis naman sila, yung mismong developer na yun will have that apartment rented to other people. They don't have to worry about how they can service the apartment, to worry about looking for tenants kasi yung developer na mismo yung gagawa nun, di ba? Of course, at a cost. Siyempre, none in the investment world is free, pero at least hindi ka na nag-iisip, di ba? And for people who don't want to depend on their relatives here, alam natin yan, wink, wink. That's a good option, di ba? So, napakarami na talagang options. Ang unang-unang gagawin mo para makagawa ka ng pera by investing in real estate is finding out what fits your lifestyle, your situation, and your budget. Okay, unahin muna natin yung budget kasi obviously yun yung finance aspect nito, no? Pagka namimili ka ng real estate na gusto mong investan, titignan mo how much it will cost you to buy that. Karamihan ng mga tao will get a mortgage. Yun ang kagandahan ng real estate. I believe it's the only investment in the investment universe that you can buy safely with a loan. Karamihan, di ba, sinasabi ko, kung maglo-loan ka para bumili ka ng stocks, kung maglo-loan ka para bumili ka ng bonds, bobo. Sorry, bobo. Sorry na. It really doesn't work that way. But with properties, kahit na medyo mahal ang investment amount, okay lang kung babayaran mo buwan-buwan kasi the banks allow you to borrow at a lower cost compared with other kinds of loans kasi meron kang collateral. Yung collateral mo, yung real estate na bibilin mo. So, it's a very good strategy for growing your net worth. Very few people will have a chance to grow their net worth in a very easy manner aside from kung hindi ka bibili ng real estate. Okay, so, pag bibili ka ng real estate, kukuha ka ng mortgage or kukuha ka ng home loan, they will give you computation kung magkano yung monthly na babayaran mo. So, nakapag-decide na, kunwari, 2 million, di ba? For starters, pwede ka bumili 2 million property, condominium, na gusto mong ipa-rent out for rental income. Pag bumili ka ng 2 million, magde-decide ka nun. How many years to pay? Kunwari, 5 years to pay, sinabi mo, because I think that's the best option. O, yung 10 years, medyo sa computation ko, nagmamahal na masyado yung babayaran mo in interest payments. So, 5 years, good enough na yun. Tapos, sasabihin nila sa'yo kung magkano yung magiging monthly amortization. Adulting! Ano ibig sabihin ng amortization?
Hindi ko alam.
Okay, ibig sabihin nun, yun yung portion ng loan na babayaran mo buwan-buwan. So, in the monthly amortization na babayaran mo sa bangko, kasama na doon yung principal amount, which is adulting. What is principal amount? Principal tsaka teacher? Hindi po yun yung principal sa school. Ang principal amount sa amortization, yun yung portion ng amortization na nagbabawas doon sa original na loan. Oh, bakit portion lang siya? Kasi yung interest rate mo for that month, yung interest mo for that month, pagsasamahin nila dun sa amortization, sa principal amount, so principal plus interest, that is your total amortization for the month. So ngayon, they will tell you computation. Okay, magkano naman po yung magiging monthly amortization natin? Pag yung monthly amortization na yan, plus all other debts that you need to pay, exceeds 28% of your total income, that's too much already. Rule of thumb na sinasabi ng ibang financial advisors is 30. Pero ako talaga, tinignan ko kasi yung usual budget ng Pilipino. Mas okay pag 28. Binawasan ko lang mga 2% para huwag kayong magalit sa akin. Pero pag yun na dapat yung max mo. That's how you choose the budget for the real property investment. Huwag kang pumili, in short, huwag kang pumili ng investment in real estate na lagpas-lagpas doon sa 28% limit for all sorts of debt. So yung 28% na limit na yon, kasama na lahat kung nagki-credit cards ka, kung meron kang utang sa nanay mo, kung may utang ka sa kaibigan mo, or may iba ka pang binabayaran, car loan, ganyan, all of those dapat below 28% lang max, kasama yung amortization. So, that's how you figure out whether this property ba is too expensive for me, or okay lang, or kaya ko pang bumili ng mas mahal. Yan yung unang-una mong titignan. Siyempre, assuming already na yung property na binibili mo ay gusto mo talaga. You have to be emotionally connected to it para sisipagan mo magtrabaho, di ba? Para makabayad ka ng loan. So, assuming na okay na yun, this is the financial aspect of it, dapat hindi ka lumabas ng 28%. Why is that? I need to explain. Baka isipin nyo naman, baka I pulled that out from the air. Kasi, you need to live. There are other things that you need to spend on. Like, kunwari, at the moment, nagre-rent ka pa. Yung mga expenses mo sa food, kuryente, tubig, ganyan. Kung lagpas sa 28% yung amortization, there is a possibility hindi mo siya masusustain. Sayang yung pera mo na binuhos mo kung all of a sudden naisip mo na I've borrowed too much, hindi ko na siya itutuloy. Lahat ng binayad mo, forgone. Tapos yung property, wala na rin. Maiilit siya, yun ang tinatawag sa Tagalog. Maiilit siya, ifo-foreclose siya ng bangko. So, sayang ng pera mo. Let's not waste our money, mga friends. Mahirap kumita, di ba? So, dapat sakto lang. So, this is one of the biggest mistakes that a lot of people make when they're buying real estate investment. They buy properties that are too big or too expensive. Lalo na if they are buying their own house. Kasi syempre, in love ka dun sa idea na, uy, pag nag-zoom ako, ito yung background ko. Malaki space. Pag nag-invite ako ng friends, mapapakita ko sa kanila na maganda bahay, di ba? So, you end up sometimes buying something that you cannot sustain. What I advise you to do, lalo na kung kayo ay nag-adulting pa lang and this is your first property, possible for your own house or for investment na, this one I heard first from Efren Cruz, in the late 90s, aging ang tita, is buy the second house first. So, instead of buying the really big house that you adore, na klinip mo pa from a magazine, tapos nakalagay dun sa may dingding, instead of buying that, isipin mo na, imagine mo na lang na nabili mo na yon, tapos this is your second investment. So, you're buying something more smaller maybe, tapos ipaparent mo lang, maybe a townhouse somewhere in the outskirts, or a condominium near mga eskwelahan, the university belt, di ba? Or for people who maybe work in Ortigas or in Makati, tapos you buy a small space, mga 30, 25 square meter na yan ngayon. That's what you buy first. And then, when you make money from that already, that's the money that you use to buy the bigger house. Yeah, so that's a better strategy than really putting everything into buying a big property for the first time. Kasi marami ka pang pag-aaralan along the way. Tapos, syempre, the OG real estate experts would always say, location, location, location. So, this one naman, it's a tip that I got from Data Land President Engineer Andrea Tamayo Ulep. And I found it to be really good advice na if it's your first house, maybe you can buy from the outskirts, yung hindi pa masyadong mahal, so that you can buy something bigger. Na, 'di ba? So you can use your money wisely. You can buy at a cheaper price pero bigger space. Kasi dun ka titira lalo na kung pamilyado ka. So gusto mo merong space para makapaglaro yung anak mo kunwari sa yard. If you're buying it for investment, mas mahal na within the city, pero yun naman ang mas madaling mahanapan ng magre-rent. So, yan. Huwag mabahala kung minsan hindi mo makuha yung dream property mo, dadating ka din doon. Ganun. Parang yung dream weight, dadating ka din doon. Yung dream jowa, dadating ka din dyan. Chill lang. Here's another reason why you need to keep the budget for amortization at 28% and lower. Because a lot of people, ito ha, tatandaan nyo to ha, very important to. Napakaraming Pilipino, binuhos lahat ng income nila in their productive years, mga 20s to 40s, para bumili ng bahay. Natitirhan nila. Okay. So, lahat, kasi napakalaki, maganda, pwede mo ipagmalaki kasi malaki. Pero, naubos lahat. As in, wala kang ibang pera na i-invest sa ibang financial instrument. Ang problema nito, yung properties, medyo maganda rin naman ang resale value kung maganda yung pagkakaalaga mo sa property, but it takes you a long time to sell. Maybe 2 to 3 years. Somebody tells you can flip it in 1 year, huwag kayo makikinig kasi it's not always true. So maybe 2 to 3 years to sell. You will make a lot of money, but you have to wait. Now, when you get old and you need hip replacement or heart surgery or whatever, as we age, ganun talaga yung katawan natin, get ravaged by aging and pollution and lifestyle, bibenta mo yung bahay mo kung kailan kailangan mo yung comfort of your own space, 'di ba? Your own living room. Ganun po yung malungkot na nangyayari sa karamihan ng tao. So if you keep the amortization and other debt payments at 28% and lower, you will have more space to buy financial instruments, your medical insurance, and the other, and save up for a health fund para kahit anong mangyari sa'yo, you still have your home. No? So, yan. Makinig po kay financial tita ng bayan. Sa dami po nang nakita kong nakakaiyak na sitwasyon, matuto na po tayo sa kanilang mga pinagdaanan.
How does that usually go when you want to buy a property?
Okay, so the process.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so usually, very good question. Kasi meron ako napaka-importanting SalveSays tip. And this actually, because I did this for our own investment. So, makakakita ka ng makakita ka ng property na nagustuhan mo, magti-tripping ka, or some friend told you, "Oy, this is available," or sa a friend who is maybe working for a developer. Tapos sabi niya, tapos nagustuhan mo, fell in love with the house, maybe it's for investment. Tapos feeling mo, you'll make money from it, from Airbnb or rentals or whatever. Tapos, what you do is, the developer will tell you, okay, ito po yung namin, ito po yung mga arrangements namin for financing. So, there will be 2 options. In-house financing and ikaw yung maghahanap ng financing on your own. I suggest, if you have good credit history, you get financing on your own. So, what's going to happen is, you will get the necessary documents from the developer, and then you will use the information from those documents to apply for a loan yourself. This way, mas maliit na yung interest rate mo, kasi good yung credit history mo, di ba? Makakahaggle ka for a more preferential interest rate if you have good credit history, and then you will be considered a cash buyer by the developer. Kasi ang mangyayari nun, pag na-approve yung loan mo, bibigyan ka ng cheque ng bangko for the developer. So, para sa developer, as far as the developer is concerned, cash buyer ka kasi cash na yun eh. Manager's check yun. If the property is still in pre-development stage, ibig sabihin, kunwari, lupa pa lang yung nandun. Nag-haggle ka na sa bank, you can haggle pa with the developer to get a lower price because cash yung binayad mo sa kanila. So, nakaipon ka na sa interest, nakaipon ka pa sa price. Winner, di ba? Pero, yan lang, hindi mo yan magagawa kung number one, you don't have good credit history. Kaya nga sinasabi ko sa inyo, your credit history is equivalent to cash. And number two, kung hindi na siya pre-development stage. Kasi kung gawa na yung properties, malamang hindi na sila makakabigay ng malaking discount sa'yo. So, if that's the case, you just need to get a loan from the bank and then pay it off. Here's the thing with in-house financing. Sana hindi sa akin magalit ang mga developer, but it's the reality. It's a little bit more expensive. Sometimes the structure of the loan, mas madali ka magbayad ng, parang sabihin nila, okay, so in the next 2 years, you'll be paying 5,000 pesos per month. Wow! Ang gaang lang. That's actually for your down payment. Okay? So kung ako, magbayad na lang ako ng down payment for my savings para you save on interest. Diba? Pero since not a lot of people have savings, they've created that structure na pwede mong i-monthly yung down payment mo. Tapos, after 2 years, doon ka pala actually magsisimula magbayad ng interest for the loan amount ng actual na bahay. Ngayon, sometimes they make it easier for people by using balloon payments. To make it more attractive, bababaan nila yung monthly payment mo, pero after 2 years or after a couple of years, kailangan mo magbayad ng malaking amount. So, syempre, when you're so in love with your house, sabihin mo, oh, kaya ko tong malaking amount. Sige, kunin na natin to. But sometimes, life happens. And most often, pagdating dun sa balloon payment, naiilit na yung property. So, if you don't know how to manage your finances well so that you're able to meet the balloon payment, I suggest just get a loan yourself. You can save on interest kasi yung internal interest rate ng mga in-house financing are higher than the loans that you can actually get yourself from the bank. So, great question.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright! I hope you enjoyed this episode. I kept it short and sweet like me. Pero sana short nga talaga kasi hindi ko alam. But I hope you got a lot. And there are a lot more tips out there. So keep following SalveSays on YouTube, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok to get more information. Kasi syempre di naman natin pwedeng pag-usapan lahat ngayon. And of course, to help you manage your finances better, don't forget, the money diary is like having SalveSays as your financial advisor. Ganyan. We will be creating soon a Tagalog money diary. So wait for that as well. See you. Bye!
Yay!
Wee, that was fun.
Okay, yeah, that was fun.